and the weather's a bit grumpy, but I've got a very good reason for being at work while it's like this. Project Waster has a buyer and he's on his way up right now. Way up indeed, from South Wales, so that is quite a way up. Will it start? No, I didn't think it would. It's going to need a bit of help. Last look around it before it goes. Before it goes, I do have a little job to do on it. I've got to change the front wheels because they're bald on the inside, and the man can't be driving all the way to South Wales with bald tyres, can he? That'd be rude. Having just changed the front wheels on this car to make it a bit more road legal, it's about to be driven away by Mike all the way to South Wales.
Bang on.
Bang on indeed. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So there goes Project Waster off to South Wales, and the really interesting thing is that I'm not sure how much of this I can tell you, but that car should be appearing in either a TV programme or a sitcom or a film, or I don't know, a period drama. I'm not really sure, but it will be seen again. Well, that's that job done, isn't it? That can't be the end of the video though, can it? That'd be far too short. I'd get complaints. Someone would be writing to Ofsted. I only have about an hour left before I've got to go home, and I really want to do something rather productive. So I'm going to see if I can answer a question that's been on my mind for quite a while. And that question is this: can you cook an egg on the roof of your car? You know the thing, it's really, really hot outside, everything's hot to touch, but you're hungry and you've got some eggs. And they may be sort of 5 months out of date, but you're not too concerned by that. The first thing to consider is though that eggs can ruin the paint on your car. So you're best off choosing one that doesn't really matter, like the roof of this Rover 75. One problem I see already is it's not actually hot at all. In fact, it's cold and wet. So it's not going to cook on there, is it? That's not going to stop me from trying though. Don't roll away. Oh, and that's good. That didn't work. It just rolled off. It ended up on me. So the conclusion is, no you can't, because it just rolls off. But let's try something else. There's no carpet in here, so we could just, just do it there. Ugh. Oh dear. Now, believe it or not, I already know that isn't going to cook because the metal's just not hot. I'm simply not stupid enough to walk away for 10 minutes and expect it to be when I come back. So here comes the second part of the experiment. And I have done something a bit like this before, but here we go. So, connected nicely up to the battery. How long will it take before I have a nice tasty meal? I've had my cup of tea, time to check on the egg. Making some nice progress there. We can see this is becoming quite eggy on the end of there. The other bit, as it does goes green, the green cooked egg, it's going well. Time for me to do something else I haven't done in quite a while. Well, the progress just isn't really good enough as far as I'm concerned. After all that time, all I have is a bit of green snotty egg and a rather tasty looking white bit and a bit more green snotty egg in there. It's the copper's reacted, copper's oxidised in the egg and made it go green. But it's still egg, it's still food, and I hate wasting food. Parts 3 and 4 of this video are from yesterday. moving around John the ZT again with no seat. Maybe it would be a lot easier just to put a seat in than sitting down so low. That's all I can see is that. So, what's going on at the yard today, I hear you ask? I don't know, you're curious, otherwise you'd be watching Hubnut instead. Well, put simply, some parts need digging out of here for my friend Peter who's coming along. Project Snotter needs dragging up the other end of the yard and the flat because something's coming off of it. And all of these panels lying down here safely on the grass are going to have to come down here. Basically they've just been left where I took them off, and that's not, I don't even pay for that bit of land, so I'm surprised I've not been told off for it. Maybe that's coming. Two things I don't really like about humping stuff around like this. The first one is that if I have anything to eat, I'll end up being all bloated, heaving stuff around uncomfortably like Father Christmas on his day off. The other is that you get really grotty doing it, and I only had a shower yesterday. Yeah, humping stuff around. There we have tailgate, parcel shelf, door, parcel shelf, door, parcel shelf, door. Wings, good for respray. About an hour's gone by since I last made any kind of video. Cars moved about, visitors come, visitors go, some still here, more to come. Look, wheels. Craig's picking those up, and I'm also expecting my friend Peter around as well. And finally, the last bit of this video is from last night when I decided that I didn't have a video, so I thought I'd make one using beer, and then I gave up halfway through that. Today I didn't make a proper video because I got distracted by people turning up. Ended up with more people coming around to buy things or just generally get in the way than I could possibly have imagined. My friend Peter came around and bought me some more beer. He brought me some beer that he bought. So I've had a rather unusual idea. Well, first of all, there's one of the beers that Peter bought me today, a Hobgoblin. Not had one of these in ages. So, what if I did a beer review combined with trying to play the keyboard? A beer review on the keyboard. Sounds a bit bonkers, that, doesn't it? But you know me. I cannot play the keyboard. I've never learned how to play the keyboard, but I bought a keyboard for making little tunes for my videos, and so I'm picking a couple of things up here and there. But I mean, I really just dabble at the time. So, how good would I be at playing this keyboard when I've had a few beers? How about that? Glug, glug, glug away, I'm glugging on this Hobgoblin. As the song suggests, I'm having a glug on this Hobgoblin. Yeah, have you ever seen this before? I'm sure you have. Seen it in the shops loads. I've drunk it loads, but not for years. And I almost forgot what it tastes like. Well, I think it tastes better than I remember. Yes. It's brown, it's smooth, it's very beery. It's a bit of a cop-out, that, isn't it? It's got a hint of almond to it. The King Goblin's got even more of a almondy kind of hint. It's almost like a demand rather than a suggestion. And normally I don't really like marzipan, but almond, different matter, especially in beer. It's a nice ruby beer, and it's 5.2%, which isn't headbanger juice. You're not going to get wrecked off one bottle of stuff, but you probably shouldn't go shopping afterwards. That's one beer completely consumed. Can I still perform the Project Nigel theme tune? Yeah, easy enough. What about if I did this? 7.3%. That's quite beefy. Sorry, not beefy. It's a vegan beer, so it can't be beefy. But look at this. This is cool. The sticker is the same colour as the head. I like that. And I like this beer. It's a very big beer to drink at 7.3. It's got lots of... Oh, hang on, it says so there. Full-bodied, smooth and complete. That kind of describes it. Yeah, I'll go with that. Oh no, complex. Sorry. Right, sorry, it's complex. It also has a hint of almond about it, which I don't normally like marzipan, but in beer, I do. I am reasonably sure that McEwen's Champion Extra Ale is going to affect my ability to play an instrument that I can't play. Perhaps I should go and check right now. Maybe the Project Nigel theme tune is just not enough of a challenge. Even when I have had a couple of beers, one of them being quite a strong one. So how about if I had to go with No, it's time to stop. That really doesn't work, does it? If I do want to play some Mozart on the keyboard, I'm probably best off doing it without the beer and practicing it, rather than just thrashing it out as if I'm invincible. So, I'm going to spend the rest of the evening drinking this beer. Bye bye. And so we reach the end of this particular video. And if you're still here, then that could be for one of three possible reasons. The first one is the good one, which you're just as bonkers as I am as far as entertainment and silliness. Or the alternatives, you've fallen asleep. Or maybe you've been held captive against your will and been forced to watch Project Nigel.
Yo guys, Classic Wheels here, Classic Wheels Wales. Tell you what guys, we just picked this up, went to Rochdale, Cardiff to Rochdale, went and seen the fabulous Paul from Project Nigel. Done us a solid. We needed a car for a film production company, and here it is. Got home sweet as a nut. Anyway guys, if you want to watch something real good channel, you've got to go Project Nigel, like, subscribe. The guy's down to earth, he's a top guy, done us a solid, and when I finish with it, he'll be having it back free.